They attempt to become a millionaire by the age of 30 but ended up homeless instead. Still they not lose their love of writing poems and pineapple pizza. Sian, right. Prepares food for cooking, beverages and drinking. Later they can in the kitchen work areas. It's a routine of preparing work and manage to trying themselves enough to. They've learned to cope with the struggle after their parents died very young. Okay, ihre Eltern sind schon jung gestorben. Northern art is there at the same time the blading. Pavani Bauer, Art History Student, 25. Isvari Shah, 35, Preacher. Ja, da sind jetzt natürlich keine irgendwelche Waffelobbyisten dabei, die man mal schnell wegmachen kann, wo es da eigentlich ziemlich einfach ist. Weil wenn man jetzt mal von dem Arbeitslose da absehen, der ja eigentlich nur gern Millionär werden wollte und am Ende doch mit Ananaspizza und Poesie weiterlebt. Das Problem ist halt, mindestens 3 davon müssen 35 oder jünger sein. Das ist jetzt richtig hart. Also pass mal auf. So, damit haben wir einen. So, die Rentnerin. Die hat ja eh schon einen Herzinfarkt, für die wird es eh nicht mehr besser. So. Jetzt haben wir 2 Tote und 6 müssen sterben. So, das heißt jetzt, von euch müssen 4 sterben und mindestens 3 müssen jünger sein als 35 oder 35 und jünger. So. Also das heißt, pass auf. Ich mache jetzt einfach ohne große Überlegung. Die hier. Die hier. Und die Art History Student. Wir merken erst hinterher was Ding. So, und die Kuratorin hier. So, damit haben wir alle 6 zusammen und du bist dann nach dem Ausschlussverfahren die, wo noch leben darf. Die Besten sterben immer jung, das wissen wir inzwischen.
Ah, grim. It looks to be a rough day out there. New recruits often falter during dark time.
Ja, kann mir vorstellen.
Yet you seem to have performed adequately. How do you feel after such a day? Exactly. You and I are on the same page. We all do what is necessary, even if it makes us suffer. Let us hope these days do not continue. Any idea what happened?
Don't you know what happened? You're in charge after all. Maybe it was an industrial accident of some sort. I felt toxic. Beats me a day like any other. Don't really care. Death is death. I know it was bad. That's what matters.
Certainly not good, no. It is as bad as it has ever been. Off you go now, Grimm. Good night.
Ah, jetzt kann ich Bar besuchen, okay. Crow Patrol, Fallen Murders. Thinking with Models, Fate is a Lie, Employee of the Month, Reaper 667. Hey, seht ihr das Poster da hinten als Anspielung auf Green Day? Da steht halt Grim Day. Das ist auch nicht schlecht. Quartermaster, Mortimer's Plunderer Emporium. Meet your fate. So, und hier ist der Gas. The air is eerily cold as it's frozen place and too scared to move an inch. Hi.
What do you want?
I'm the new Grim 40, what's up?
A fresh-faced lemon head. Exactly what I wanted to see today.
Ja, a fresh-faced Lemonhead. Wahrscheinlich, weil er...
Gus, play nice.
Es war die von nebendran. Wahrscheinlich, weil er noch extra Lemons eingekauft hat, um uns zu erschaffen. Deswegen Lemonhead, oder?
Well, seems I'm stuck with you now. You wanna ask questions or something? I'm the janitor. I clean up the damn mess you make. Liquor, spirits, booze, firewater, rock gut. You're daft or something. Ever looked in the mirror or thought about the clientele of this place? Where do you think the drink goes? None of you have a stomach. Anything you consume falls through the rib cage straight to the floor. Pretty gross, right? A gift to the world from all you pompous reapers. Or could be at least a little more considerate. Gee, thanks. Something else you wanted?
How do you clean things away?
Simple. I float around and I possess stuff and make the stuff float into the trash bin.
Ich schwebe einfach so herum und nehme Besitz vom Stuff an, ja.
Like dust, for example. One dust particle at a time. Or the drinks. One droplet at a time. You could use a bit of modernization, yeah? As if the highest management ever gave any thought to us lowly drones. We're all nameless custodians and spawns to them, literally. Oh sure, the perennial office needs constant supervision. Not like they actually do anything. Something else you wanted? Yeah, I'm gonna get back to work anyway.
Nice. So, was haben wir hier noch? Barkeeperin.
Whoa. Hello there. I'm Sari, and I welcome you to Cerberus's Den, the finest drinking establishment this side of the void. I sure as heck haven't seen you before. You must be brand new. And you just dapper like the river Acheron. The outfit screams vintage. So, how are you liking existence thus far?
Feels pretty good to be alive in a sense. It sucks, I kinda hate it here. Lots of tedious paperwork so far.
Oh, don't I know it. Administrative bureaucracy just can't be escaped. They'll always find you. Eventually. But hey, that's why you figure out the small cracks in the system you can manipulate.
Ah, das ist doch mal ein Hinweis. So findet man die schmalen Stellen im System, die man manipulieren kann.
Okay, newbie, before we continue, I got this little game I play with every fresh-faced patron. It's real simple.
Okay.
All you gotta do is answer a series of questions, and I'll craft a personalized drink inspired by what you said. It's like a quiz.
I love quizzes.
Right, the gist. I'll describe some sort of an odd situation, and you answer how you'd react. I usually do 4 questions, and nothing else to it.
Okay.
Here we go. Prepare for After being tasked with creating a computer game about dating monstrous eldritch gods, you've come up with several characters.
Was? Ich mache... Von mir wird verlangt, oder es wird von mir in Auftrag mir wird in Auftrag gegeben, ein Computerspiel zu erschaffen, bei dem Monster Dating Eldritch, was ist Eldritch? Ich habe das Wort schon ein paar Mal gehört, wie es sich genau übersetzt. Altreich, okay. Bringt mir jetzt natürlich viel in dem Zusammenhang. Ein paar altreiche Monstergötter come up with several characters, okay.
Which of the possible god beings is clearly the hottest and most dateable of the lot?
Okay, welcher? Okay, alles klar. Welchen von diesen God-Beings findest du am heißesten und würdest du am ehesten daten? Okay. Abnipurat. Mostly abs, but with a gorgeous blonde mane. Okay, also ein Bodybuilder mit blonden Haaren, mit langen blonden Haaren. Azathoth, the blind idiot god, at least very fuzzy. Ugash Satla, a grotesque tree with a warm heart. Jubiflex, one arm, eternal flexing. Okay, also nur ein Arm, aber unendliches Biegen. Okay. Namelessly misty, ethereal beauty but a bit transculent. Wolfram, half wolf, half ram, half tank. Half tank klingt gut.
Time for question number 2. You and a friend are valiant but poor warriors. You both venture out to slay a mighty dragon. It's a fierce battle. At the end, your friend thinks he slew the dragon, while in actuality, you did. When asked, what will you do?
Why should anyone else get my gold and glory? If I just rid myself of the friend, there will be no question. Surely the reward can be higher.
Next up, question 3. You find yourself in front of a very difficult situation. Moments after having made a choice, you realize you made a grievous error. Regrets now gnaw at you for this poor decision. There are a few options for proceeding.
Reload, save game and redo the choice. I regret nothing. I do the mistakes. I will just fix it in post.
Alright, final stretch. As I said, 4 is all anyone ever needs, right?
In Deutschland heißt alle guten Dinge sind 3 und hier heißt 4 ist alles, was du brauchst. Okay, gut.
The globe has been struck with what can only be described as a zombie apocalypse.
Oh, Zombie Apocalypse. Jetzt sind wir dabei.
You're stuck at home with little supplies and no weaponry to defend yourself with. What is your strategy?
Okay, keine Waffen und nur ein bisschen Supplies. Unlock Soul Survivor Mode. Find weapon. Kill until I'm the last one left. Just get turned into a zombie is the safest and easiest way to get by. Zombies and apocalypse scenarios are so played out.
We got it. Let me just calculate the results. Will take but a moment. Loud, critical, many grievances. Not difficult to figure out what mixture this has to be. First up, 4 centiliters of salmiac licorice and 2 centiliters of a botanical spirit of your choice. Anything that's not gin, basically.
4 Zentiliter Salmiak-Licker, okay. Also Salmiak kenne ich als Chemikalie bei der Holzbearbeitung. Eines Botanical Spirit, also eines botanischen Geistes, okay. Und irgendwas, was nicht Gin ist.
2 deciliters of hot chocolate and topped with whipped cream.
Was?
Salty licorice crystals as a side garnish.
Nein, was denn? Was? 2 Liter Hot Chocolate on top with Schlagsahne, okay. Und dazu ein Salty Licorice Crystals as Side Garnish. Are you quite sure?
Quiz tells no lie. Okay, this one's called sauerkraut. First one's on the house.
Oh, fine, I'll try it. The drink overflows with the taste of an oceanic planet that trongs to a subcrustal collapse, a sharp and sulfurous assault on senses. The acerbic turmoil of a quaking crystalline gave glittering all of the color spectrum, leaving you how to inside. It's almost a death-changing experience. Okay, fairly
Heck,
decent.
an understatement of the century. Now what else can I get you?
Your tip jar is pretty neat. I would like a drink. What's your take on the janitor? Who else works in the office?
Heck, were I able to count and name all the folks? Likely haven't fully realized the size of this place. We've got you reapers in all the myriad departments, the custodian legion, the weariless data grinders of the calculatorium, the abysmal archive with its archivists. Cadaver resources, they're just plain odd, but someone's got to deal with the internal issues. Middle management, nobody knows what they actually do. Higher management, but they don't visit us, basically ever. Same with fate. Many of the regular workers come by the den though, so keep your eyes and ears open. What else you got in mind? 2 grumps with an axe to grind. Yeah, Gus is quite an irascible nature, although some of it is only an act. In truth, they've been hella helpful around the den throughout the ages, and I'm grateful for that. Besides, the office itself couldn't operate without Gus and company. What else you got in mind? Oh, thanks. Mortimer found the original Oinker on an excursion to the Shrouded Zones. It's a bit of a hassle, though. Keeps multiplying all the time. Take your eye off for a second and bam, tiny piglets everywhere. Go on, take one. Just make sure you feed it with some coins once in a while. Sure, what's your poison?
The usual 500, Degen Tariff 300, tax on the beach, the Bloody Gary, the corpse reviver, heat death of the universe, iced coffee, milk please, nothing,
What
thanks.
else you got in mind? Au revoir, Lil Reaper.
Good patron, me ship of goods is at your service.
Spiegel. A photic reflector, a looking glass gazing intimately deep into the abyssal depths of the underworld. It reflects everything, well, mostly it's just you. The Leeson Obliterator is used to remove the grievous mistakes, meaning it erases whichever mark you made on a profile. One use only. Okay, also damit kenne ich das Ding. The face of a great old one closing.
Ah, 'tis wondrous marvel. Once upon me and me crew sailed the southern seas and came across an accursed lighthouse. Plundered the lot of it, even the mirrors. Built the frame from beautiful driftwood washed ashore from the ship we rammed into. Covered it in all gold, too, course. I, a proper beauty.
So, nur 200. So, jetzt kann ich mich wahrscheinlich knock.
That's exactly the question, ain't it? We are the exalted chimera, envied by all the blind, arrogant fools. We are angst ex nihilo. We are nothing, a despicable failure. We are elan vital, the guide who won't lead astray, if only you learn to listen. We are death. How does it feel? You know, dying. You do remember, right? Be seeing you, Reaver. It's a grim world out there.
gehen wir mal mit Business. Okay, also auch ganz nett, der Spiegel spricht mit mir. So, was haben wir denn hier? Das wollte ich jetzt eigentlich nicht. So, was haben wir denn unsere News von gestern? Thousands suffocate in sleep after gruesome toxic spill lays waste to community. Hatte das was mit uns zu tun? Thousands suffocate in sleep after gruesome toxic spill lays waste to community. Authorities investigation corruption at the carrier corp to the worst industrial catastrophe in history. More victims found, toxic spill claims the life of another homeless person. Modern health, don't let age get you down, says no therapist in their new book about sexual health. Dormant plague bacteria discovered in a performance frost waiting to be released. Okay. So, was haben wir heute? Morning Grim. Okay, see if we can clean up the mess from yesterday that might give you just the boost you needed. Don't forget, you may leave troubles behind, but the ones always lie ahead. But new ways always lies ahead. So, 2 haben zu sterben. Spare humans who seem helpful against the troubles. Okay, ich weiß zwar jetzt nicht welche Troubles, aber... Oh, das wird fetter, okay. So, warte mal, jetzt kann ich doch gerade mal... Kann ich das so, wenn ich das jetzt hier so alles so nebeneinander lege? Kann ich jetzt da meine Lampe einschalten und kann ich ja mal gucken, ob hier irgendwas... Ne, hier sind auch wieder alle gleich. Pflanze, Economy, Health, Peace... Okay, also die Lampe bringt mir hier nichts. So. Spare humans who seem helpful against the troubles. Okay. Don Fierro, 46, Mobster. Don Fierro tries to model themselves after the old mafia novels and films without realizing those stories are made up on by authors who had no connection for understanding of organized crime. Soon enough they will realize there are no honor codes and family bonds, just crime. Okay, also. Crime ist ja schon mal okay. Also, dann nehmen wir mal den nächste. Lisa Markovic, 47, Housekeeper. Lisa loves to engage the gossip and they have a binder full of information about people living in the house. They work at a separate binder, a burgle visit, blah blah blah. Most of the information is sensitive and used to blackmail the wealthy and they do with their children. Oh, okay, das klingt schon mal nicht nett. 26, Archaeologist Ejiro Bankole. Ejiro current excavation in the colder regions digging up for some permafrost of the hope for finding an artifact or a colossal hamster. Der klingt eigentlich gut. Jake Bartowski, 28, auch arbeitslos. Jake is self-described chemist who loves to create new interesting in the kitchen. Jake's latest work involves mixing opoids and apods and also enjoys showcasing their new inventions to the local club scene. Okay. Bin ich jetzt nicht ganz drin. Luigi war Forklift Operator. Ja, hoffentlich der Feuerwehrmann aufgespießt hat. Luigi is a revolutionary, a radical and avant-garde hero of the people, the ultimate underdog vanguard of changes beloved by all. They love cruising around in their forklift at high speed, which considering the forklift is not very fast. So, und was haben wir hier? Brady Falk, 23, Assistant. Brady is concerned with making Their boss as happy as possible, but are growing increasingly worried about the nature of their job. Their boss keeps asking them to do whatever dodgier things, which is while raising profits, so they expand the expense of other livings. Okay. So. Spare humans who seem helpful against the troubles. 2 müssen sterben. Den Mobster auf jeden Fall mal. Ich bin mir jetzt nicht ganz sicher. Der Forklift Operator. Ich meine, müssen wir uns hier merken, was wir vorher Ding? Weil ich meine, es kann ja jetzt nicht unbedingt ein Zufall sein, dass wir vorher diesen Fake-Feuerwehrmann da in den Tod geschickt haben, der dann von einem Gabelstapler aufgespießt wurde und jetzt kriegen wir einen Gabelstaplerfahrer. Hier rein. Ich bin jetzt echt am Überlegen. Also der eine da, der einfach nur die Mafia wieder auferleben lassen will, okay, der ist weg der Match, den brauchen wir nicht wirklich. Okay. Housekeeper, allerdings User loves engage the gossip, they have a binder of full information about the people living in the house they work at and a separate binder for all the people who visit. Most of the information is sensitive and used to blackmail the wealthy and they do it all for their children. Klingt jetzt natürlich nicht nett, aber also du darfst auf jeden Fall mal leben. Nein, das wollte ich jetzt nicht. Self-prescribed chemist who loves to create. Nicht, dass der für den Chemieunfall verantwortlich war. Ich mach's mal so, pass auf, du kommst weg. Und die anderen 3, du hast den Feuerwehrmann hoffentlich aufgespießt, dann ist immer gut.
Welcome, Grim. It is the end of the week. Your performance review draws near. How do you think you have been doing?
Crushing it. Profiles come in. I send them out. Clockwork. Ismail, I hate everything about this job. I think I've managed to follow the rules. I'm just surprised I've made it this far.
Interesting. Yes, your answer has been recorded for the psych eval. Now then, before the assessment, let us look over your daily conduct. I see the required profiles are all here. Excellent. This bodes well for the evaluation. I guess it is time to get started.
Wait, I want to ask about today.
Yes? What about today?
Yesterday went really bad. What about today?
Today? Oh, everything seems to be getting better as we speak. Do not worry about it. Fixing the world is a slow process. So, keep at it. As long as you follow the rules, it will all get better. Now, where did I put those papers? Ah, here we go. Right. Looking at these stats, the numbers say your conduct over the 7 days has been most excellent. I am, sincerely, surprised and pleased by your display of loyalty. So much so that the office has deemed you fit for a raise.
Even more money? Yes, thank you. I do not really do this for money, you know.
We do what we can to provide for our spawns. Speaking of, the raise also comes with a prize. The office is proud to present you with an award of excellence. Display it proudly on your workstation.
So richtig sarkastisch.
Do not let this cloud your judgment. You still